Welcome back to HomeKit 5. I'm Josh.
I'm Brayden.
And this week we're going to talk about Belkin, Aqara, and Aqara.
Mm-hmm.
Another multi-Aqara week.
Yes.
And just for your information, we are a father-son team who likes to podcast about Apple smart home stuff. So let's dive into the show.
All right. Belkin, they have released their soundform AirPlay 2 connector, which basically it is what it says it is. It's a little box that connects over USB-C and over Wi-Fi. It does not have a way to hardwire it into Ethernet, but it has both analog and optical audio out. And it is out for $99.99.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's kind of cool. Takes USB-C power, and then you can output it to any speaker. I could see this, like, there's not been a great option for doing outdoor speakers.
Mm-hmm.
And so if it's in kind of a dry area, I could almost see, like, you could get a plastic enclosure around this thing and then audio out to some speakers, like some waterproof speakers or something, because there's not a lot of great AirPlay 2 options out there for your kind of outdoor spaces. So this seems interesting to me.
Yeah. I can see this as a nice alternative to like Airport Express, one of the older ones.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this is something you can actually buy on the market.
Yeah. Not just off of eBay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe it's worth it. It just depends on what you're looking to do. It would be kind of interesting to see too. I'm assuming it probably doesn't support, like, Apple just announced its lossless audio. I'm assuming it probably doesn't support that.
No.
But yeah, I don't know. Still an interesting product.
Mm-hmm.
So Aqara has released an updated tunable T1 bulb. So it is Zigbee 3, and it does have a Bluetooth chip in it, but we don't know what it's used for yet. It's not super clear. It does look like it is only 220 to 240 volt, which is the standard for mainland China. So, you know, I don't think this is going to be something that you'll be picking up in, you know, a US or European market yet, but I'm assuming that they're probably going to keep rolling this thing out over the next couple of months. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I'd like to see what the price would be in the US market. You know, that would be kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm still, like, unless you came in at that $20 price point or below, I still think Nanoleaf
With their A19, yeah.
Yeah, still probably gets my money. But, you know, it's funny. We were down here, like, we shut the power off and today to install a new circuit breaker. And when we did that, I think it kind of reset everything in the house network-wise, including we were having trouble with the thread network. It didn't seem to reestablish itself super well. I ended up having to unplug the HomePod Mini and plug it back in. So, I mean, there is something to be said for, like, Zigbee definitely seems to recover faster, at least, like, older Zigbee networks. So, who knows?
Yeah. Speaking of Zigbee devices, Aqara, they have in their mainland China servers have released an update that has shown a camera hub, another one, an alternative to the G2H, known as the G3. So this is a Zigbee 3.0 hub, and it's a little camera. I don't really know how to describe it. It's like a...
It looks like Eve from
from
WALL-E.
yeah. Yeah, that's a really good way of describing
WALL-E.
The camera is not in the direct center of the oval at the top. it's more kind of offset, and then I think that's some sort of LED next to it. But yeah, it has some onboard AI functionality, which means that it might be able to do some sort of gesture recognition, along with Aqara's own AI recognition that we've seen in the G2H hub.
Yeah, I also wonder, like, could it be something like what Apple did, where they put an ultra wide camera on it, and it can kind of like smartly like give you a view of the part of the camera that you need to see at that moment, right? Like the new iPad has that like
center stage. Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of wonder if they might try to do something like that. That could be interesting.
Definitely could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something pretty interesting with this. This also works with a 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi network, not just at 2.4 gigahertz.
Oh, really? Is the G2H just 2.4?
I think so.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Definitely a lot of Wi-Fi devices are only 2.4 gigahertz. So.
Yeah, that is very true. In the era of the smart home, a lot of things are mostly 2.4 gigahertz. So I am trying to confirm. We should have looked this up ahead of time.
Yeah.
It is not super obvious on their main page. Oh, specs. We'll click there. Yeah.
Yeah, only 2.4.
BGN, yeah, 2.4. And then Zigbee, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like that could be interesting because I definitely feel like there is some lag time when you click on a video and then you start getting the stream. I would be curious to see if that lag time shortens. You know, like you haven't reduced the latency, but latency on the Wi-Fi network shouldn't be super great locally, right? So it's like maybe it would be a little bit faster, just because like you're waiting for those bits to come in enough to like form that image, and so those bits come in a little bit faster. So yeah, I don't know, it's kind of exciting. But we don't have a date, we don't have a price, we know almost nothing other than it looks like a cool camera and we've got some of the specs on it. We're expecting that it will support Apple HomeKit and that it will support HomeKit Secure Video, but that remains to be actually confirmed. So, yeah, that's all we had this week. I think we're probably not going to do any kind of discussion or anything. Instead, we just got the Apple TV 4K, so we're going to get that thing unboxed and we're going to work on a review video for it. So, stay tuned for that next week. Anyway, thanks for watching this week or listening. And as always, if you hit that subscribe button on whatever platform you're on, we very greatly appreciate that. And we're getting close to 1,000 subs on YouTube. So, if you haven't already, head over there and hit that sub button for us. We're hoping to hit 1,000 soon. And then we also did a guest appearance on HomeKit Insider. Well, I did.
Yeah.
You had school. And that was a lot of fun. So if you haven't heard that, we'll try to put a link in the show notes. But anyway, see you guys next week.